This is to fix the check engine light code P1137 on a 2003 S10 2.2 liter. See, here's the check engine light, the pocket scanner on. Got two codes, which is the P1137 and the monitoring code for P1137. That code is talking about an oxygen sensor that is post catalytic converter. All the other things that were listed are things that I have already fixed. But what do you want to jack the truck up right here on the passenger side? Because that's where the exhaust runs. You jack it up this way and put your stands under there. So you see the exhaust is running right behind the transmission cross member. The rear one is the O2 sensor. You can see there's the cat engine frame, and right above it, right there, you can see the transmission pan. So it kind of give you some bearings as to where exactly it is. So you're not doing the pre-cat O2 sensor, you're doing the post-cat O2 sensor. So on the top of the transmission cross member is where the clip is. It actually is attached to the cross member and has a safety portion, this blue thing that you need to pull out to be able to undo the clip. So first you pull the blue safety pin out. Next you're trying to push the clip off and slide it off its mounting piece right there. I accidentally broke it when I was doing this, so you see right here is very top of the clip. You just have to pull that up and then slide the clip out. Now that it's not attached, you can actually slide it down to the side and see it a little better right here. You see I popped it off with my thumb. So when you're taking it out, there's a special socket that you can use for the O2 sensors. Mine was in there pretty stuck, so you see I'm trying to inch it back and forth, and each time the socket actually slips because of the spanners. There's too much space in the spanner. So what I did is I took a 7/8 wrench, closed end wrench, and actually pushed the fitting through and got it down so I could get it all the way down onto the end of the O2 sensor. I hit it twice with a hammer the wrong way to try to break some of that loose, and then hit it with a hammer the correct way. You can see it's pretty hard, and then it'll just pop loose right here. So you back it out, you know how you normally back any bolt out. And then the new one comes with a cap on it, so make sure you take the cap off. You won't be able to get in without. But the cap's also protecting, there is some anti-seize on the threads of this, and you'll be able to see that if you get real close right here, there's some anti-seize on there. So go ahead and just put it back in. The socket actually works really well for this portion of putting it back in. So you get it started, 1 or 2 turns, and then using that special socket. I'll have links in the bottom for the check engine light reader, the socket, the O2 sensor, where I got all that stuff. Just go ahead and put it back on. I just about as much as I can tighten with my 2 hands. I don't know the torque spec, but I know that this is good enough. So then you go ahead and fish the wire, the connector back over the transmission mount, the saddle, and clip it back in. And remember that after you click it back in, to put the blue safety, the plastic safety pin back in it. And you're supposed to slide it back onto the mounting on the top of the transmission cross member. But since I broke mine, I set it up and I attached it later on. So turning the truck on after you've changed the O2 sensor, the check engine light will still show. So you see right here, start the truck, check engine light is still showing after all the lights turn off. So I go down, use my little code reader, read the codes again. There's the code and the monitoring code, so it shows the check engine lights on. So I erase the codes. And what I'm going to do after I erase the codes is take it around for a drive, let it warm up, do some miles on it. So you see right here, I'm at 117,900 miles. Right now I'm at 117,913. So I did 13 miles and the check engine light has still not come on. The car's all the way warmed up. If there's any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know.